Hi loves, and welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. My name is Morgan. I make videos about luxury handbags, fashion, and lifestyle, so if that's your thing, please subscribe and turn on notifications. I upload twice a week and I would love to have you here. Today I'm getting into a Coco Handle comparison. There's a bit of confusion about the sizing. Chanel calls certain sizes one thing, a lot of customers and people on Instagram call the sizes another thing. So I'm going to kind of get into the differences because I know it can be kind of confusing if you're looking for your first one. You don't really know what to ask for in the store, so I'm going to explain the differences. Well, I have the Coco Handle in two different sizes. I have the small and the medium. Now, a lot of people on Instagram call this the mini because it is kind of equivalent, slightly larger, but more equivalent to a Chanel mini classic flap. I think that's why it gets that mini name, but this is actually called the small if you want to go in store and ask for it. A lot of people call this one the small, but actually on the website this is called the classic flap with top handle. But if you go into Chanel stores and you ask for this size, you ask for the medium. So that's kind of a confusing thing. In store, this is the small and this is the medium, but on social media, a lot of the times you'll see this referred to as the mini and this referred to as the small. There is one size above this one and one size below this one. A lot of people on Instagram call the size below this the extra mini. I will pop a picture up here so you can see what an extra mini looks like. It's actually called the mini in Chanel. A good way to know if it's the mini size or the social media extra mini is that it really doesn't fit your larger phones. This one does fit phones in it. And also you have a size larger than this one, and that is technically called the large, but a lot of people refer to it as the medium. And even some pre-loved websites go by what people call the sizes versus the actual Chanel sizes. So it can be super confusing. So I really recommend, if you are interested in the Coco handles, that you look at the measurements online and compare the measurements. If you're going to get it pre-loved, compare the measurements Chanel website to the pre-loved website. That's kind of your only way to tell, unless they do on the body pictures, which I will get into later in this video. I will show you mod shots so you have an idea of how each one of these sizes looks on my body. Let's get into the features, my body advice, modeling shots. I'm also going to show you how different a twilly scarf looks on each handle because they're quite different sizing of handles and what fits inside. So let's get into it. Some of the similarities of both bags. They are both a top handle style. They both have the small pockets on the back. Both have 4 feet on the bottom, so when you set this bag down, there's a little bit of protection there. The base does bow just a little bit after using it quite a bit, so the feet aren't always like fully protecting the bottom, but they're there. Both have this turn flap closure, which is very similar to a classic flap. This one is slightly bigger, the hardware here, but they're both functioning the same exact way. When you get inside is really the differences. So inside of this one, you have a big front compartment. You have this little slip pocket here, and then you have a little pocket in the back. Now the pocket in the back doesn't fit a whole lot, but you can fit some things back there, and you do want to make sure that when you're filling out this bag, you kind of fill each section of the bag so you don't get any drooping on either side just by always filling the front and never the back. It also has this zip pocket in the back. That is the inside for this one. And on the other one, you have quite a bigger inside. Again, it has the same proportions where the back is smaller than the front, but you can fit quite a bit in this back pocket. The difference is being that this one has a zip pocket in the middle, and this fits, again, quite a lot of things compared to the slip pocket in the small size. You also have the back pocket with a zip, and these front pockets, I think it's better if I turn it this way, you have 2 little pockets here and the lipstick pocket in the middle. So this bag really has a ton of room and great organization, honestly. You don't particularly need any type of organizational insert. I do want to show you in my black one, because I have had this longer, this is also the medium size. I did go ahead and buy a base insert for this. Now it might be hard to see on camera, it's black down there. The lining of this is burgundy, but let me just pull this out for you and show you. I'll link the Etsy store below, but it's just like a reinforcing base piece. There's also a piece for the back, so this comes in a set of 2 when you buy it, and it just helps reinforce the corner edges, because you can tend to get a bit of sagging around here over time, over use. This one is a bit older than my pink one. The last major difference is the strap. They both have the little pad at the top. You can see this one's more worn and this one is quite a newer bag. So this one hasn't molded to the shoulder just yet, but eventually over time it will get like this. But the difference here really, the pad is about the same, but the length, even though there's not a huge difference in length, it does make a difference. I cannot wear the small crossbody, but I can wear the medium, but I'll show you a little trick for that later as well. In terms of sizing, both really function for different uses, to be honest. If you're looking between these 2 sizes, this is either for the minimalist who just keeps the essentials, or the occasional user who already has like a larger collection, has their daily bags covered, and you just want something special for like the weekends and the evenings. And this one for an absolutely amazing everyday bag. I've gone ahead and packed this absolutely full, and I'm going to show you what's inside and pull it out on the table, and then we're going to see how many of those items I can fit into the smaller size. So we have sunglasses on the top, my phone. This is a small makeup bag. I'll show you what's inside in a second. My small wallet. I also have my car key. I should have gotten a bigger table for this. My Listerine strips. A moleskin notebook. It's like their standard size. My mini pochette, just my little catch-all. Hand sanitizer. And some perfume. This is like the smaller size bottle. So, okay, I don't know how I'm gonna keep this on the table. So that was everything that was inside. So I'm gonna get the small out and see what all of this can fit inside. Now, obviously we can take away the notebook right away. It will not fit inside of here. It's bigger than the bag. So just automatically, I will just take this out of the equation. Open this up and see. I'll start with the essential, my phone. This one can be a little tricky. I have quite a big phone. It fits most easily in the front pocket. The back pocket is a bit of a squeeze, but in the back pocket, I can usually fit my wallet back there and a hand sanitizer. That's the typical duo for me. Now, with my phone inside, it's not going to fit a mini pochette as well. But if you want to take this out and you want to do a mini pochette, it can fit in the front. Think of this, we will put my phone inside, my Listerine strips in the little slip pocket, my car key in with my phone. Let's do a little perfume and see if it fits. Yes, the perfume fits upright. Inside of here, I have like a mascara. You can obviously get a smaller one, a little brow gel, and a lippy. Of course, I need the lippy, so that's gonna go inside. My key has fallen over. Just pop that in there. And then a powder compact. So I think I can fit the powder compact in there as well, yeah. So that's kind of what fits inside, and the bag still closes nicely without any bulging. The bigger bag is the pouch with the extra makeup, the mini pochette, the sunglasses, and the notebook. So you can see right there, that is the big difference. If you need a day-to-day kind of bag, the medium size will be better for you, but if you can get around with these essentials, you can go for the small. You can also downsize the wallet to a card holder for a little bit of extra room. I think in that case, you could probably fit the sunglasses as well. That is what fits inside each of the Coco handles. So I want to get into my buying advice for the Coco handle. I've spoken about this before, so if you've seen this in another video, you might want to skip this section. But if you're new to this channel, the Coco handle is one of the best values you can buy new in store for Chanel. Buy a small classic flap, you pay like thousands more than you would pay for this in store. So value for money right there for me, I think is great. But the real big value for money is the medium. So this is called a medium. This really fits the amount of stuff closer to a jumbo classic flap size. even though I don't own a jumbo myself, I have tried it on in store and I have put my things inside and really thought about getting one. And I ended up going for this because I feel like this is more functional because I have the removable strap and the top handle, and it's more comfortable as well because of the shoulder pad, but also the price. The price of the jumbo is now over $7,000 US new in store. And this one, if the price hasn't changed, is $4,000. Yeah, the gap being $3,000 less. Even if this has gone up to $4,500, that's still less than a medium classic flap. A medium classic flap now is $6,800 US. Really even think about that. For a bag that fits probably about half of what this fits, because I do own a medium classic flap that I bought pre-loved, what fits in there versus what fits in here is so drastically different. Like, this just holds my life, and my medium, I really have to think about, like, okay, what do I really need today? So honestly, hands down, value for money. This is a bag that if you want to buy a Chanel new in store is one of the best values. I think because it's one of the best values, it can be harder to get. They keep limited pieces in the store. If you're open to color, you can get one more easily, but if you're looking for a black, if you're looking for a very desired seasonal color, they can be hard to get your hands on. And also, because they keep the stock quite low, it does tend to go above retail on the pre-loved market. So this is not really a bag that I recommend buying pre-loved. The world is safe to travel again, I have to tell you. I bought this one in Dubai and it came out to $4,500 US, just about there. I bought this one in the UK, I got my VAT return, and it came out to just over $3,500 US. I bought them within 6 months of each other, and just by getting my VAT return and buying this when I travel, because Chanel is cheaper in the UK and Europe than it is in Dubai, I saved $1,000 on this bag. The thing though is the UK does not do the VAT return anymore, so when it is safe to travel, if you're thinking about doing some luxury shopping while you're traveling, think more about a European city. I have a Louis Vuitton bandeau scarf. This is the skinny one with the pointed ends. They have a fatter one that has like a square end, but this is the skinnier one. I'll show you how it looks in a bow and on a knot on each side so you can kind of tell the difference in the handle. If I tie them the same way, this one I'm just gonna do a quick little like knot. Typically, if I'm going to keep this on here, I would thread it through this just to make sure it stays all day. But just for the sake of the video, I will just do this quickly so we're not sitting here for so long. And there we have it. So this is pretty long with the knot. Like Louis Vuitton scarves, because they're typically longer than the Hermes Twillies, but that's just kind of the general idea if you were to tie these in a knot. For a bow, I would leave the length down, thread this through this side, and push this in over here and still get the strap on. It's gonna be a bit difficult to get a full bow with this length of twilly. The square one tends to work out a tiny bit better. And I wouldn't even think about putting an Hermes one on here and trying to do this same bow because it's much shorter. Okay, this is not the prettiest, but you get the idea. It's like a little bit difficult to get a full bow with this big of a handle. You may have to do this a few times to get the right lengths where you can make this the exact same size, but you can do it if you want a little small bow. Now this little one is another thing because this is quite a long twilly. So if you're gonna do it in a knot, it's gonna leave so much length hanging down, but I'll just show you for comparison just how much length you have extra. And now of course you can wrap this tighter, or you can, you know, do more loops around so you don't have so much hanging down. So you can kind of make adjustments when you're tying it, but just if you're doing the normal kind of wrapping and tying down. Yeah, it hangs way past the bag, so it's kind of a lot. This one is probably my favorite one to do a bow with. It's super, super cute. It's a little tougher to thread it through this loop because it's a much smaller of a loop, but you can still do it. This one you have much more length to do your bow, which makes it very cute and tiny. And there you go. So this one comes out super cute and super tiny. It's just like perfect for this size. For reference, I am 5'6" tall. I wear about a US 6'8", so you can kind of get an idea about what these look like on the body. So this is the small and this is the medium. You can wear each in the hand. Neither one, even if you want to keep the strap on, will hit the ground for me. I'm just going to show you each one individually, and then I'll show you both on at the same time. Here on the crook of your arm like this. I think it's just the most cute ladylike style. Of course you can have it in the hand as well. I love that this is just one of those like versatile little bags that is just so fun to use. It reminds me a bit like a mini Kelly. It's just tiny. The strap length is quite short, so for me, I really can only wear it like this. If I was going to try to put it crossbody, you can see it's pretty much on my chest. It's not really an attractive look. Maybe if you're super, super petite, maybe like 5 foot, you could wear this crossbody just as it is. But for all of my taller girls, I want to show you. I got this little pearl extender from Amazon. It just has hooks on both sides. I'm just gonna hook it onto this, and then you just put it on like that. And I put it here, and then it sits absolutely perfectly. Yes, now the shoulder pad is kind of in the back, but if you get a little pearl extender that's like half this length, like a tiny one, you could put it on each side. That's what I thought I was buying. As you can see, it does look really cute crossbody. I don't understand why they didn't just do this one crossbody, because then it's like the absolute perfect bag. So I highly recommend a little, some type of chain extender on here to make this crossbody, or even switching out the strap for one of your other bag straps that can make it longer. That's a really nice option as well. If you do like decoration on your bag, this is a really cute strap to just hang on here, even when you're using it in the hand. I think it's super, super cute. Now for the medium. On the crook of the arm, this is like a grown lady day bag. I just love the look of this. In the hand too, it's just that like power bag, I don't know what it is, a vintage vibe to it, but it also feels modern and new, like just very timeless. So I love to wear this one mostly on the shoulder. Like if I'm running around, this is how the bag is. Or if I'm just out more casually, it's on my arm. But if I have a lot of stuff in this, it definitely goes on my shoulder. The strap length is really good for me. I don't find it uncomfortable if I like put my arms down. It's very easy to just kind of push behind if you need to do something. This one can go crossbody. Now again, I find this a little uncomfortable because of the handle. This is more of an out of necessity way to wear this. Like if you're in the store and you've just got like 18 things in your hands, or you're coming up from the car in your building and you need to get in the door with your key, this is the way to wear it. But I don't really wear it a whole lot like this. Is the medium size. Took the pearl strap off because I wanted to show you just how they look on like this with the straps that come with the bag. So you can see this one has a considerably longer drop. If you're taller, this is really convenient. I feel like this is a really comfortable length for me. It doesn't really get in the way. It's easy to push behind. Because this one is smaller, it's fine for the shoulder. But let me just try to show you cross body the difference. If I put this one over one side and squeeze into this one, this is where you can really see the difference. Like this one, if you're taller or even like a middle kind of height like me, this one is really just super uncomfortable. I mean, maybe you can keep it like this or something, like if you want to wear it crossbody for functionality, but I don't find this very comfortable. On the crook of the arm, they kind of look like this. They're both quite pretty styles. They're very easy to wear and pair with things. I really just like them. They're both equally as comfortable in the hand. When this one gets a little heavy, if you've got a lot of stuff in it, it's nice to have that shoulder strap, but this one never really gets heavy enough. I kind of tend to carry this mostly in the hand because it's just so like cute and petite. That is the strap difference. Let me just show you this one also with the pearl strap. I've never worn this with the pearl strap for fear of maybe it's too heavy for this strap. This is quite a cheap one from Amazon. I'm gonna try to find a better quality one for the future. But just so you can see, this also drops the length where it's a super comfortable crossbody. Just having that extra length down here. The handle is not digging into me. It's just kind of almost like resting there. Mostly the weight of the bag would be about here on my hip. So an extender is a really nice idea for this bag as well if you have this one and you want to wear it more crossbody. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this video and found it informative. If you did, please give it a like. It really helps out with my channel. If you have any questions about the Coco handles, leave them in the comments below. I'll be happy to answer them there to the best of my knowledge. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram to see how I style my bags, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!